Respected dear co-sadhakas and friends, welcome for one more day of spiritual study. Let us be clear about the fact that as a human being, because we are given all outer or inner purushartha samarthyas, therefore, basically, first and foremost, whether it is for our outer survival or inner peace or spiritual unfoldment, first person who has to work hard, diligently, sincerely is our own selves. Only then we can seek the help of others wherever required. Of course, the help of Guru Shastra is inevitable, but none of the help of Guru Shastra or God's grace or others' help should be to encourage our own laziness, to encourage our irresponsibility. No, it is wrong. We only after having put all our due efforts with the given capacities that we have the right to seek help from others. Never ever allow the emotions to overpower this clear conviction or understanding. How the emotion overpowers कि मुझे कोई है नहीं हेल्प करने को, मुझे अकेला छोड़ दिया गया है. You are always akela. Every jiva is akela. You have to accept. At the most, there is a mutual giving and taking. Unless you give, you don't get from others continuously. Even with the Lord also, unless we do the upasana and prarthana, He will leave us akela only. He will not interfere. Therefore, learning or accepting that we are akela, then after doing what we are supposed to do duly, still to accomplish the works, when our doing is not sufficient, then we have to take help from others. Same for the worldly things, so too for the spiritual. Else, what will happen? First, we become lazy. Second, we become dependent. Third, we won't get all the time what we want because it is we who have to work and get. Fourth, what all our punya gets wasted. Fifth is what the people start devaluing us. They won't value us at all. As much as possible. Protecting our own self-respect, that maintaining the outer relativity, mutually we have to help each other. Same way, we should not disrespect, devalue others also. Is it not? Like I there, I want my coffee. तो जाके बनाओ. You ask somebody, then they say 10 मिनट का बनाता हूँ. Your जिंदगी का 10 मिनट वेस्ट हो जाता है उसके लिए. Either get rid of that habit or make yourself. A small thing it looks like, but this is how we either become self-dependent or get rid of the dependency on the bhoga. Otherwise, what I mean, asking somebody every day we have to wait for them, and they also have to work hard to give you coffee. Thus, all our punyam goes to them, their papa come to us. Like that, hundreds of things are there. Summing all of that up in simple sentences. Never be emotional to say that nobody is helping me, nobody need help. Even if they give, don't take. First, to do what is due. You can do it. Even at the age of 70, 80, 90, our bus वही है. It is not of the outer work. It is the inner mind and intellect's makeup. Mind, if it is sentimentally dependent on us, others, and intellect is dull not to get convinced that I have to do things required to me for me, then I am not really helping myself. Only at the physical level, totally we cannot do anything. That time भी मैं तो कहता हूँ भगवान उससे पहले ले जाओ यहाँ से. Don't make me depend on others and lose all my punyam and all to them. I need my punyam for my own sadhana. In short, the study of Vedanta, vicharana of it, understanding it, getting convinced about it, and trying to practice it, sort of it is, little by little, we have to do for ourselves. And we have to think also how much we have done in last few years or whatever decades. And let us be honest also in that question and answer. Ki, other than listening, genuinely, did we work hard? to do the homework of contemplation or making our notes or thoroughly analyzing and understanding every aspect and try to do those things by which that knowledge is memorized. And what about implementation? Honestly, if I ask myself, many places the answer will be pessimist only, no, no, no. So then I have to do. है कि नहीं? 5 बजे कौन उठेगा मेरे लिए? मुझे उठना है। उठकर ध्यान जब कौन करेगा मेरे लिए? मुझे करना है। For that तमोगुण कौन कांकर करेंगे मेरे लिए? I have to do it. For that, who will adjust the day schedule of activities and food and involvements? I. It is I who have to be very careful in rationing all my energy so that for my Adhyatmic sadhana, I am always full of that energy and quietness. Unknowingly, with every thought, every action, every interaction with the people, our vital energies, which are very limited, get wasted. Therefore, unless we conserve our capacities, we cannot be active, dynamic, energetic, and agile in doing our sadhanas. Squandering away all our energies in unwanted channels and sitting for meditation, which requires deep or subtle energy, that is not there. Therefore, so jata. We can't do anything. So, this who can do all this for me? Who can do? Nobody. Even God also will give suggestions. That's it. We have to do. So let us take it on ourselves as a challenge and smilingly, joyfully, because the goal is very beautiful and lofty, inspired by that goal, taking it as a challenge in a very good, spirited, dynamic mood inside, not hahu jumping outside, inside. The whole day's spiritual sadhanas we have to do. Not doing is bad, but doing with frustration, misery, irregularity, insincerity, that also is not so good. Doing all of them joyfully, like this class. We can attend and don't attend. There are two options. If you have chosen to attend, again in that there are options. Attending with inspiration, dynamism, willingness, joy, or mediocre way of attending. चलो आ रहे हैं daily आज भी आएंगे या जबरदस्ती attending, wherein in 1 hour class 2000 times we saw the phone and 1000 times we went to take water and 100 times we were thinking about everybody in the world. So from that lower level through the medial level to the highest level, and that should be kept up in all classes and in all our adhyatmic sadhanas, which we are doing by our choice. इन जनरल खुश मिजाज बंदा बनकर पूरा जिंदगी को भी ऐसे जीना है एक्सटर्नल सो टू दी स्पिरिचुअल थिंग्स and all that I have to gain for myself. It just doesn't happen accidentally. Even a flower to a tree or a fruit to a tree never happens accidentally. The tree works consciously at its own level and pace. If in mango season the mangoes come 4 months, 8 months, the tree is continuously working in surviving itself from the onslaughts, in sustaining its inspiration, more importantly, waiting for the conducive time called as summer. And that's why you see the enthusiasm in the tree. The time summer comes, mango tree, so much of the flowering. इतना आप देखो मांग हाँ, आम के पेड़ का जो होता है बिफोर द फ्रूट्स कम द फूल जो कहते हैं ना इतना ज़्यादा इट इज एंथुजियाज्म इट्स रेडीनेस इट्स प्रिपरेशन आउट ऑफ दैट बहुत सारा पंछियों के कारण विंड के कारण वो नीचे गिरता है वॉट एवर इज स्टिल देयर दैट स्टार्ट्स बिकमिंग मैंगो एंड यू कैन सी समटाइम्स एक गुच्छे पे 10-20 भी लटकते हैं is it the mango tree is working. So too, we have to work in both ways of giving up whatever is an obstruction to my spiritual sadhana, also taking up whatever helps my spiritual evolution. Uddhared atmana atmanam na atmanam avasadayet. And in that, as we said, sacrifices have to be done of emotions, of some type of obligations, unwanted sensitivities. But I have to do my sadhana. I have come for this. That's it. Mainly inside. See, outside to the people, the sentiments, emotion, obligation come होते हैं. ज़्यादा we are sympathizing more with ourselves. We pity with ourselves. बेचारा मैं सुबह 5 बजे उठूंगा तो 1.5 घंटे का नींद कम हो जाएगा। बेचारा मैं बैठूंगा ऐसा तो मेरे कमर में दर्द होगा। ऑल सिंपैथीज वी हैव फॉर आवरसेल्व्स ओनली, है ना। काम के बोझ का मारा खुद को हम मानते हैं। That all wrong. The right thing is what? As a human being, given by the Lord this opportunity, instead of doing great sadhanas, why how I am wasting my life? Whole life is squandered, whole time is squandered. Opportunities are not staying, they are going on, going away. How useless I am. In this way, we have to tell ourselves, and then with that inspiration, keep on doing, not sympathizing with oneself. General sympathizing is old age, physical diseases. See, that time is what we have to do sadhana. That's called tapasya. First thing is asambhavana को छोड़ दो, impossibility, the thought of impossible. Then जितना संभव है करे, फिर उसको थोड़ा बढ़ावे, दृष्टि उसी पे हो. Never ever is Lord pleased with our amount of work done. He is only pleased with have we done whatever we could, and did we intentionally increased it even by a little bit. That is what Lord is pleased with. So maybe all that way understanding these salient things, as already we are blessed with spiritual path, we intensify whatever we can intensify in it. Slowly, slowly, our unwanted travels, movements, we have to reduce. Stay at one place, do deep study, spend time in quietening the mind, settling the mind in general, and particularly settling in the goal that you have to discover the truth, the reality behind everything. And further, these are the outer, inner, innermost sadhana. बहिरंग साधना ये है, अंतरंग साधना ये है, और अत्यंत अंतरंग साधना इज दिस. So 1 hour this, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I'll do this. ये वो. In that way, as we were busy during our service period regarding our works, achievements of successes, targets, and earning money, all that mode should be the same. Only change is there we were working for the money outer, name and fame outer, success is outside. Here we are working for the spiritual evolution. Goal is different, but enthusiasm, self effort should be the same. In that way, into that mood, whoever brought, they could do sadhana and reach out. And when they could do, why not we? Is it not? Why not we is an important question in our life. If that doesn't come ना, हाँ मैं वो लोग कर सकते हैं उनसे होता है, हाँ मैं उनसे कैसा होगा, मैं तो यूजलेस हूँ, गुड फॉर नथिंग हूँ. This is the most terrible wretched mind which by this way suggesting even little bit possibilities that are there in us to do sadhana and grow, उसको भी बर्ड लेवल पे निब्बू कर देता है. Biggest enemy is this. Saying that I am not good, useless, I can't do. उसको आने ही नहीं दे. In that way, we have to help ourselves. Now, like every day, today too, we'll have the 9 classes. Taittiriya Upanishad with Bhashyam, Yoga Darshan with Vyasa Bhashyam, Mundaka Upanishad Telugu with Shankara Bhashyam, Gita for the youth, Bhagavatam 10th Skandha. Today we will see Bhagavan Krishna beautifully talking to Akruraji and asking him to go to Hastinapura to find about how the Pandavas are. 12th skanda we will see today mostly. Little more is there. Atyantika Pralaya discussion. We are going slow. Not that I can't do one day 3 chapters and finish the text. I being nomad and very, very innocent and just now started. With the medium of you, I am also studying these Shastras for myself. Therefore, we will go slow only. So that will be done, and in that Vali Sugriva Yuddha will do, and then we chanted yesterday Khadgamala Stotram. Today we will do one Khadgamala Namavali with Namaskar. So this is how 9 classes of ours, and in the first one we have Aruna Prashna Parayanam. So let our day this may be, the schedule is fixed. Whatever is possible, we are attending also. So one thing is given by the Lord, 2 things are convinced by us. Given by the Lord is this opportunity. 2 things done by us are the schedule we have fixed, which classes we attend, and we are physically coming. Then the next, third, fourth are how best we can encash each of the class for developing our understandings and convictions. If we can focus on that, and day by day, if our avagahana, understanding and shraddha to pursue the spiritual goal goes on growing accordingly of the class time, when you use for that quietening the mind continuously all the time, जब भी मौका मिले ध्यान करने लगे हैं मानो, we are really helping ourselves. Wonderful life it is. May we all be like that. Let's start. ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्या सम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः ॐ सर्वोपप्लवरहितः प्रज्ञानघनः प्रत्यगर्थः ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि नारायणं पद्मभवं वसिष्ठं शक्तिं च तत्पुत्रपराशरं च व्यासं शुकं गौडपदं महान्तं गोविन्दयोगीन्द्रमथास्य शिष्यं श्रीशङ्कराचार्यमथास्य पद्मपादं च हस्तामलकं च शिष्यं तं तोडकं वार्तिककालमन्यान् अस्मद्गुरून् सन्ततमानतोऽस्मि ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां व्यासशङ्करमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः आब्रह्मलोकादाशेषादालोकालोकपर्वतात् ये वसन्ति द्विजादेवाः तेभ्यो नित्यं नमो नमः ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलं स्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवमुपास्महे निधये सर्वविद्यानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं भवता जनता सुहिता भविता निजबोधविचारणचारुमते कलयेश्वरजीवविवेकविदं भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम् ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकन्नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधि साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि ॐ परब्रह्मणे नमः श्रुतिमात्रे नमः समस्तब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः श्रीवेदव्यासवैशम्पायने आग्निवल्क्याद्यशङ्करादि तैत्तिरीयोपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो भाष्यकारेभ्यो नमः अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः तेषां सर्वेषां गुरूणां देवतानां परब्रह्मणः श्रुतिमाधौ अनुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव अनुभवसिद्ध्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकसंस्कृतेः हैन्दवसंस्कृतेः तत्त्वज्ञानस्यापि समस्त सद्विचाराणामपि अतिशीघ्रगतिना भगवद्गुरूणां कृपया विश्व पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं ये ये भक्ताः साधकाः तत्कृते कर्मावलम्बिनः सन्ति तेषां समस्तशक्तीनां सम्पदानाम् अवाप्तिद्वारा विघ्नशत्रुनिर्मूलनद्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये दिग्विजय प्राप्त्यर्थम विश्वशांति कल्याणार्थम अस्माकं साधकानां वायुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्य दीर्घायुर्वादि प्राप्ति द्वारा शास्त्र अध्ययन साधनादि प्राप्त्यर्थम श्री अथर्ववेदांत कृष्णयजुर्वेदांतर्गत तैत्तिरीय उपनिषदः पारायणं श्री आदिशंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययनं तत्पूर्वम् अरुण प्रश्नस्य पारायणं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. These are every day and spending 5 minutes for a practice of becoming conscious through our sankalpa that what we are doing and what for we are doing, whom to ask. So this goes for some time. As we grow in age, in subsequent time na yoga, so straight away we take the text and study. Up to thoda chance hai, so we are doing it. Anyway, now we have done yesterday 55. Okay, 55 हो गया कि 60 हो गए? 56. ॐ अथ अरुणप्रश्नः ॐ आतनुष्व प्रतनुष्व उद्धामादमसन्धम आदित्ये चन्द्रवर्णानां गर्भमाधेह्यः पुमान इतः सिक्तगं सूर्यगतं चन्द्रमसेरसंकृधे वारादञ्जनयाग्रेग्निं य एको रुद्र उच्यते असंख्याता सहस्राणि स्मर्यते न च दृश्यते एवमेतन्निबोधत आमन्त्रैरिन्द्रहरिभिः याहि मयूररोमभिः मात्वा केचिन्नियेमुरिन्न पाशिनः दधन्वेवता इहि मामन्त्रैरिन्द्रहरिभिः यामि मयूररोमभिः मामा केचिन्नियेमुन् हरिन्न पाशिनः निधन्वेवताम् इमि अणुभिश्च महद्भिश्च निघृष्वैरसमायुतैः कालैर्हरित्वमापन्नैः इन्द्रायाहि सहस्रयुग अग्निर्विभ्राष्टिवसनः वायुश्वेतसिकद्रुकः संवत्सरो विषुवर्णैः नित्यास्तेऽनुचरास्तव सुब्रह्मण्योगं सुब्रह्मण्योगं सुब्रह्मण्योम इन्द्रागच्छ हरिव आगच्छ मेधातिथेः मेषवृषणश्वस्य मेने गौरावस्कन्दिन्नहल्यायै जार कौशिकब्राह्मण गौतमब्रुवाण अरुणाश्वा इहागताः वसवः पृथिवीक्षितिः अष्टौ दिग्वाससोऽग्नयः अग्निश्च जातवेदाश्चेत्येते ताम्राश्वास्ताम्ररथाः ताम्रवर्णास्तथासिताः दण्डहस्ताः खादग्धतः इतो रुद्राः पराङ्गताः उक्तगस्थानं प्रमाणं च पुरैत बृहस्पतिश्च सविता च विश्वरूपैरिहागताम् रथो नोदकवर्त्मना रथेनोदकवर्त्मना अप्सुषा इति तद्वयोः उक्तो वेशो वा सागंसि च कालावयवानामितः प्रतीज्या वासात्या इत्यश्विनोः कोऽन्तरिक्षे शब्दं करोतीते वासिष्ठो रौहिणो मीमागंसान् चक्रे तस्यैषा भवति वाश्रेव विद्युदिते ब्रह्मण उदरणमसि ब्रह्मण उदीरणमसि ब्रह्मण आस्तरणमसि ब्रह्मण उपस्तरणमसि ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ अथ श्रीकृष्णयजुर्वेदान्तर्गत तैत्तिरीयारण्यकान्तर्गत तैत्तिरीयोपनिषद ॐ यस्मात् जातं जगत्सर्वं यस्मिन्नेव प्रलीयते येनेदं धार्यते चैव तस्मै ज्ञानात्मने नमः यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं वदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं तैत्तिरीयकसारस्य मयाचार्यप्रसादतः विस्पष्टार्थरुचीनां हि व्याख्येयं सम्प्रणीयते. Let us chant the sixth Anuvaka. Om Ata Shanti Mantraha. Om Shanno Mitraha Sham Varunaha. Shanno Bhavatvaryama. Shanno Indro Bruhaspatihi. Shanno Vishnurukramaha. Namo Brahmane. Namaste Vayo. Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi. Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadishyami. ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतो तद्वक्तारमवतो अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 अथ द्वितीया ब्रह्मानन्दवल्ली ॐ शान्तिमन्त्रः सहनाववतो सहनौ भुनक्तो सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 अथ षष्ठोऽनुवाकः ॐ असन्नेव स भवति असद्ब्रह्मेति वेद चेत् अस्ति ब्रह्मेति चेद्वेद सन्तमेनं ततो विदुरिते तस्यैष एव शारीर आत्मा यः पूर्वस्य अथातोऽनु प्रश्नाः उता विद्वानमुं लोकं प्रेत्य कश्चन गच्छति आहो विद्वानमुं लोकं प्रेत्य कश्चित् समश्नुता शोकामयत बहुस्यां प्रजा येते सदवोतप्यत सदपस्तप्त्वा इदगं सर्वमसृजत यदिदं किञ्च तत्सृष्ट्वा तदेवानुप्राविशत तदनुप्रविश्य सच्चत्यच्चाभवत् निरुक्तं च निरुक्तं च निलयनं च निलयनं च विज्ञानं च विज्ञानं च सत्यं चानृतं च सत्यमभवत् यदिदं किञ्च तत्सत्यमित्याचक्षते तदप्येष श्लोको भवति ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Salutations to Parabrahma, Shruti Mata, all Brahma Vidya Acharya, Sarishimani Guru Devata Gana. Salutations to Veda Vyasa Vaishampani Agnivalkya Adya Shankara, also all our gurus. We are studying Taittiriya Upanishad with Adi Shankara Bhashyam into second Brahmavalli, Anandavalli or Brahmanandavalli we are. Here also each of the kosha we have studied. We have come up to Anandamaya kosha. Anandamaya kosha has got its pucham as Brahma. Our goal is that Brahma Tattva. None of these five koshas. So then there comes the exhaustive discussion regarding this Brahma Tattva. The basic point is what? This Brahma Tattva doesn't fall in the purview of any Vyavahara and it is Sarvasamanya. Therefore, about its existence itself, there can be a question. Therefore, if somebody questions it, it is valid. Then we have to try to find the affirmative answer regarding the existence of Brahman. Because Asti Brahmeti Ched Veda Santamenam Tato Viduhu. It's the Bhashakara's conclusion we saw yesterday. Ki, what was that? Tasmad Asti iti eva Brahma Pratipattavyam iti Vakyartaha. Asti Pratipattavyam. So, it is never difficult to do sadhanas in which the two parts are there. One, giving of the word, second is intense meditation. Everybody can do. The can do aspect is common to all. But they will do or not is the problem. And the only reason for the problem is those who say it is nasti, they will never do. Why it is nasti? Because vyavahara agocharam vyavahara atitam. Therefore, if one has to reach to that, the basic first condition after which only all the dynamic sadhana spring forth is ki asti iti upalabdhavya. And we discussed yesterday, to come to the Brahman is there, he alone is there. Obtaining him alone is the obtaining of everything. Other than him, anything obtained, it's only a samsara. Therefore, with all my abilities, time, resources, only Brahma Tattva Anubhuti, to experience it, I'll put my all efforts. To come to this conviction takes time. This is what the whole study of Shastra's purpose is. If this completeness is not there, only tentatively, हाँ ठीक है शास्त्र बोल रहा है तो मान ले, गुरु बोलते हैं तो मान ले. So whenever guru is not there to tell, shastra is not there to tell, or we have forgotten them. Again, we go into the Nastikata. What is Nastikata? Totally forgetting Brahman and taking the world to be real, and we go into the world's involvement, thus again going away from the truth. Hope you are catching the important point here. So here Brahma asti iti. Asti means Brahma eva asti. Brahma binnam kimapi nasti. So Brahma prapti eva sarva prapti. That is why in the beginning only it is said in this Anuvaka or in this Brahmananda Valli, the first Anuvaka, ki saha ashnute sarvan kaman saha brahmana vipashchita iti. Vipashchita means by being one with the Brahman. Ashnute means enjoys. Sarvan kaman means all the sukha of all the fulfillment of all desires. Saha Brahmana means only when you discover your identity with that Brahman. So Ashnute sarvan kaman saha Brahmana vipashchita. In other case, Other than Brahma, anything is not real. Therefore, tentatively it appears you got something, but the moment you think you got it, it is gone. Again, back to same the misery of not gaining it. Then again to gain, again another effort, another effort. This is how deluded in our own mind. We only get wanderings in the world from one pillar to post one thing to the other, always getting only the disappointments. So, therefore, reaching Brahman is the only solution for all limitations and problems. But for that, we have to do sadhana. But for that, we have to have the belief, faith strong that Brahman is, He alone is, reaching Him alone is Mukti Hetu. Including, other than that, anything is only adding to the bondage. Is it not when you have already misunderstanding someone? The more you try to talk, it only adds to more misunderstandings. Better is Maunam. Is it not? In the same way, already we are in the worldliness. If you don't do even 1 minute of spirituality, that time we are doing something non spiritual, then we are adding to our samsara. This sensitivity is called actually maturity. Thus, that person 24 ghante is fully busy only in wiping off all the blockades for the experience of his own self. In this regard, a beautiful shloka comes in Viveka Chodamani. I don't know if I remember it or not. What shloka? The meaning of the shloka is every day, instead of involving in that sadhana of removing the adhyasa of the anatma and reaching to the self, how can we waste our time in anything else, specifically in doing those things which strengthen our identity with all upadhis, especially deha. Beautiful shloka it is. ये आजकल भूल जाते हैं ना, बड़े बड़े हो जाते तो all श्लोकास immediately they are not remembered. Mm, Good, it will come one day, we will see that. Anyway, so where are we now? Asti Brahma is to be obtained. If that conviction doesn't come, we are always tentative. We will be emotional or forced by somebody or a convenient seeker only. We are not convinced seekers. We are all emotional seekers now, tentative seekers, convenient seekers. Means convenience है सब ठीक ठाक है करते हैं. A convinced person will not compromise with his study or sadhana, even like you are convinced about class. They were regular. So to convince about the truth, then we will pursue only those things which reveal truth. Such person even he will not involve in upasanas, japa इत्यादि. Because हो गया उसके द्वारा जो एकाग्रता पाना है पा लिया. More than that करोगे तो it will take us to this and that loka. They are not our goals. Our goal is Parabrahma only. So such person even not in those things also. See, you understand? Astitva Brahman, how important. So, yesterday we have seen up to this point. Thereafter, the discussion started about this Athatonu Prashnaha. In that Athatonu Prashnaha, Mimamsa was exhaustively done. Okay. After the Mimamsa is done, the three questions, okay, are derived out of Athata Anuprashnaha of the disciple. That means to answer these three prashna or question is the entire subsequent text. Okay. Wonderful was that topic if you are really aware and you are listening. So we will chant from this one. Which one paragraph number जो भी आपके पेज में मेरे में नहीं पता. Three prashnas. What are the atha tonu prashnaha? We will discuss about it as we did yesterday, but just a reminder. Thereafter, the Bhashyakara guides us in getting the answers. First answer, second one, third one. What is that? See, दो एव वा प्रश्नो विद्वद अविद्वद विषय. प्रश्न दो ही हो सकते हैं. बहुवचनम तो सामर्थ्य प्राप्त प्रश्नांतरापेक्षया घटते. Because the context, third prashna also can be brought. Therefore, it will be 3 prashnas. Okay. Now, first question's basis and first question. Second question's basis and second question's possibility. Third question's basis and its possibility. Thus, these 3 questions are valid. Then the answer to these questions is more important. After that, only the journey starts of doing sadhana. Understood? And really, half of the journey, in fact, included in that, because the nature of the Brahman as Astitvam is caught or understood. That type of facility definitely will come in the analysis and understanding of the questions. First question, kya hai? How it began, the sixth Anuvaka, asanneva sabhavati, asad brahmeti veda chet. Second one, asti brahmeti chet veda santamenam tato viduriti. So here asanneva bhavati, there santamenam tato viduriti. Usko chodo. First and last portion of these 4 things. बीच के 2 पकड़ो. What is that? असत ब्रह्मेति वेद चेतु, अस्ति ब्रह्मेति चेत वेद. ये कह रहा है असत मीन्स नास्ति, सेकंड कह रहा है अस्ति. Therefore, from these 2 words, one question is derived. What is that? Brahmana astiva nastiva. Is Brahman existing or non-existing? Why this question is valid? Already discussed, because he is not in any vyavahara. Again, it will be answered later on. It's not that somebody is questioning ब्रह्म है कि नहीं, therefore struggle करते हुए शंकराचार्य जी ने हाँ है करके प्रूव कर रहे हैं. Even Upanishad itself questions whether है कि नहीं. Even भाष्यकार questions. Question is always correct because it's व्यवहार अतीतम. Therefore don't worry. कोई कहते अरे मैं ब्रह्म को नहीं मानता हूँ, भगवान को. He is correct only because परमात्मा व्यवहार अगोचरम. But we have to use our very sharp, subtle intellect to inquire and come to the conclusion of existence of Brahman. It's very essential exercise it is to the intellect. We have not done all these things. We are tentatively listening to classes with our goodwill, with our good heart and faith. उस तरह का पुण्य हमारे पीछे था, इसलिए हम लगातार आ रहे हैं. But that's not sufficient, ना? We have to have the convinced knowledge with all the authority of Shastra and logic and example about the means as well, about the goal first of all, and also of the means. Then only genuine, complete sadhaka we are. First question is clear. Astiva na astiva. Okay. Now, so I chanted. Dvau eva prashno ityadi vidvada vidvadisho bahuvachanam tu samarthya prapta prashnantarapeksha krate asad brahmeti veda cheto asti brahmeti chedu veda iti shravanast asti nasti iti samshayah tatah artha praptah kim asti tata artha prapta kim asti na asti iti prathama anuprashnah. So atha anuprashnah. So anuprashnaha is for questions by disciple after listening to the guru. Prashnaha plural. Therefore, prathama prashna is astiva nastiva iti prathama. Is Brahman existing or not? Second question is what? Ki Brahmanaha apakshapatitvat. See, Brahman being impartial to anything and anybody in this world. Here in the case of here discussion mein toward the ashraddhalu as well as shraddhalu. The one who says nasti, the one who says asti. To both of them, Brahma being common. Okay. Brahmana apakshapatatvat avidvan gacchati na gacchati iti dvitiyaha. So, Brahma ka pakshapat nahi hai. See, from his side he is okay. But from this side he is an avidwan. Will he go near him or doesn't go near him? This is the second question comes. So second question's karana is what? Ki Brahmana apakshapata. Brahma has no partiality. That's what we said. No, Surya Bhagwan has no partiality. कि वो मेरे को अर्घ्य प्रदान कर रहे हैं और मेरे रोशनी में अच्छे काम कर रहे हैं. To them only I will give light. The other fellow never remembers me, never uses me, never prays to me, and also is not doing arghya pradana and is doing bad activity in my light. Therefore, I will not give the light. Did ever Surya Bhagwan say like that? Russia is attacking Ukraine and again. Therefore, I withdraw my sunlight from Russia. As a Nemo. But here the fellows who in the light of sun does proper punya karma, they'll be extra rewarded. So do those who do the papa karma, they will be rewarded negatively. As regards sunlight is concerned, same. Like as regards human life, human abilities, most of them are concerned are same to all human beings. Like the Dehendra Mana Buddhi, Jaisa aapka hai, mera वैसे सबका. Now with this, what we do decides what we get. And we do depending on whatever we have. Is it not? As regards the Dehendra Mana Buddhi and Prana Shakti, that is same. चलने की शक्ति सब में एक ही है पाँव में. कहाँ जा रहा है? Depending on that, it is punya or papa, the result comes. In the same way, Brahmana apakshapatitvat. See, that's that subtle point. ब्रह्मण का अपक्षपातत्व ही भगवान में भी आया है. Is it not? Brahma is from his side, or Krishna or Rama from their side. They have no pakshapata. Krishna by himself never loves Arjuna more than Duryodhana or hates Duryodhana more than Arjuna. Krishna is common to them. But because Arjuna surrendered, you have to respond. Reciprocate karna hai. So to Duryodhana has become angry and tried even to capture Krishna. Therefore Bhagavan has to reciprocate to that. Be careful about it. Here the Vedanta Brahma Tattva, there the Ishvara Tattva and Paramatma, they are always equal to all, unbiased too. It is how we relate that we invoke from them those blessings or curses. बहुत खास बात है ये. Otherwise, we attribute all papa punya, good or bad activities to Bhagavan. No. न कर्तृत्वं न कर्माणि लोकस्य सृजति प्रभुः न कर्मफलै संयोगं प्रभावस्तु प्रवर्तते न दत्ते कस्यचित् पापं न चैव सुकृतं विभुः अज्ञानेन आवृतं ज्ञानं तेन मुह्यन्ति जन्तवः ज्ञानेन तु तद् अज्ञानं येषां नाशितम् आत्मनः तेषाम् आदित्यवद् ज्ञानं प्रकाशयति तत्परम्. Beautiful shlokas, all this in chapter 4. So Brahmana apakshapatitvat is a good learning today. ब्रह्म हो ईश्वर हो उनके तरफ से कोई पक्षपात नहीं होता. दे आर नॉट पार्शियल, दे आर इक्वल टू ऑल. बट इन डिवोशन एज वी अप्रोच ये तामाम प्रपद्यन्ते तान तथा एव भजामि. In whatever the people come to me, surrender me, relate to me, ask me, accordingly I bless them. So Arjuna did the friendship, Bhagavan reciprocated. Duryodhana did enmity, he reciprocated. There also Uddhava and all of them express friendship, Bhagavan reciprocated. But the Kamsa, Shishubala express enmity, then Bhagavan reciprocated. Clear? बस वो पुराण का उधर रख तो इधर वेदांत also ब्रह्मण अपक्षपातत्वात् from his side there is no problem. Therefore this avidwan also, will he reach or not? Here the gacchati va na gacchati. First one asti or nasti. Second avidwan gacchati or na gacchati. Actually avidwan from his side will never go, but still because the Lord is impartial, something may happen and he may go or may not go. जो भी है प्रश्न है. We have not come to the answer. We are only analyzing the questions. Brahmana pakshapatitvat avidvana gacchati na gacchati iti ditiya prashnaha. Now second one, third question is what? Brahmana samatve api. Because again the reason is Brahma being sama. Avidushaha iva vidushaha api agamanam ashankyate. Just like avidwan will not go, vidwan also may not go. The doubt will come. Therefore, vidwan samashnute na samashnute. Will he enjoy it, reach it or not? Iti trutiyaha anuprashnaha. That is how atato anuprashnaha. It is a plural. Therefore, the three questions are there. First, in general, Brahma asti or nasti. Second, the avidwan gacchati or na gacchati. Third, vidwan samashnute or not samashnute. Is it not? All the three are valid. If we nasty only in the first outset, then everything is waste, you need not. But if you come to the conclusion asti, about the Brahman, asti is happened. But then whether Vidwan, Avidwan will believe or not is the problem. So he may not believe. Therefore, even though he is there, he will not go to achieve it. Therefore, who is that Avidwan? We. Then we should change our position from Avidwan. But Vidwan ban gaye hum. But Vidwan bankar means we have the Astikya Buddhi in Brahma, but we went on doing sadhana. But still, do we enjoy it or not? Do we experience it or not? See, the third question's importance. Like I have faith in God. Through Shastras, I understood what's God, how to achieve him, doing sadhana. तो आई एम गोइंग ऑन डूइंग साधना, बट उनका अनुभव आएगा कि नहीं? सी ब्रह्मणम अस्तित्वम, बट read from the Brahma standpoint. But the Avidwan says he will not believe. Vidwan believes and puts efforts, but still there is a problem. Will he samashnute or not? Because if a Vidwan gets a doubt that you do jitna bhi karo, Brahma hai lekin nahi milenge. In life sometimes happens na, something, I gave you the Titan example yesterday. It is seen there, but you can't obtain it. So Brahman is believed to be there with all conviction. This Vidwan is believed and he is doing sadhana also. But if there is a doubt, he will not reach. Or really, if he doesn't reach, all his efforts are wasted. No? Like this was the question yesterday we saw in Gita for the children. That Arjuna asks, कि भी आपके बोलने पर I tried for the samatva yoga, but without achieving it, in between I died. So neither I reached this nor this. So I became ubhaya vibrashta. Both ways I got loss. Here I left the world for the sake of sadhana. So the worldly bhoga I could not enjoy. There I didn't realize the truth. I died in between. What will happen? It's a waste, no? That's why Krishna says, no, 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 no. The sadhana will continue where you have stopped in this life, in the next life. Thus, if we are studying our shastras in this life, it's a continuation of last life. If we are doing any of the upasanas, यहाँ तक पिछले जन्म में हम आ चुके हैं, अब आगे थोड़ा बढ़ रहे हैं, इसके बाद वाला आगे होएगा. That answer he gave, but question was there. कि उभय विभ्रष्ट हो गया तो here also समश्नुते वा न समश्नुते. Will that pursuit of Brahman gives me the experience of Brahman called as moksha or not? I am believing, but I am doing, but will it come or not? Because if that doubt lingers, anytime I may withdraw. Secondly, what? Pakka you will enjoy. If that is said, then till it is reached, we go on putting efforts with Shraddha, even if it is 1,000 lives. Understood the point? And in case of Brahman, even for Vidwan, definitely you will enjoy that Brahma Tattva. If this uncertainty is not told, en route to him, so many obstacles will come. And many times, many lives, though, Brahma ka koi nazar bhi nahi aanda. Then he'll have to doubt again. He becomes a Nastika. That's so many people. Is it not that happened to Hanumanji also? See, in the beginning only it is told by Jatayu कि रावण ले गया लंका में, but really वहां रखा कहाँ रखा don't know. They were all directions the Vanaras were sent. So leave all the three directions, come to south. So they all were there near that ocean. They were all nirash, wanted to commit suicide. But that Sampati told, मैं अपने गीध के दृष्टि से देख सकता हूँ. ठीक है? Then she is in Lanka only. So therefore, again certainty came in Hanuman. Therefore, he took all his inspiration initiative and jumped and crossed the ocean. But there again, he made Vibhishan. Vibhishan told कि लंका में रखा है सीता जी को रावण. So therefore, अस्थि अस्थि हो रहा है वहां. Thereafter again he ढूंढोड himself. जितना भी ढूंढा नहीं मिला, फिर से उनको नास्ती डाउट हो गया कि नहीं. And the nasty doubt came, then he wanted to commit suicide. In Valmiki रामायण तो आता है, मैं वापस जाऊंगा नहीं, क्योंकि if I tell the news that she is not there or not found, such a calamity will happen. Better let them live some more time waiting for my arrival. At least that way I can make them alive some more days. If I go with bad news, instantaneously everybody will die. So I'll take sannyas and stay back here. Now, all these doubts are stopping him pursuing Sitaji further. This is because of Nastika Vada. Sitaji Nasti Atra. Then see the flash from within. Immediately when he was in that mood of either suicide or really taking sannyasa and staying back and stopping the pursuit, suddenly he saw Ashoka Vatika. Immediately it flashed to him by Rama Kripa कि every place I searched, not here. Then he Namostu Ramaya Lakshmanaya, all that mantra said by Hanumanji only, just before entering to Ashoka Vatika. So with the prayers to them and their blessings, then he went there, he searched that same Shubha Vriksha Mula, she was there. Remember, Sita is always there, Sita ji. But then the traveler, the Hanumanji, Because of the evidences, sometimes of some type believable, he says she is there. Other time when his own are not found, not there. बिकॉज ऑफ रीजंस इट इज सेड इन वाल्मीकि रामायण कि इतना सीता जी तो मानेगी नहीं रावण की बात, इसलिए कभी कहीं खा के उन्होंने फेंक दिया होगा उनको या मार दिया होगा, ये कि और कहीं छुपाए होंगे. बिकॉज पॉसिबल व्हेन यू नो द ट्रुथ देयर आर नो अल्टरनेटिव्स. व्हेन यू डोंट नो इट एज इट इज देयर आर मिलियन थिंग्स. That's why we should never argue with talk about second person, about the third person with the second person. It is wrong. If you have an issue, talk to that person and sort out. Otherwise, with this already existing doubt, misunderstandings will grow only. लाइक मुझे आपसे आपत्ति है तो मुझे आपसे बात करना है, आपके बारे में तीसरे से बात करो तो ये विल और भी मेरे जहर फूकेगा मेरे मन में वो, या मैं उसके मन में फूक रहा हूँ आपके बारे में, वेयर एज यू बोथ आर गुड फ्रेंड्स. These are all nonsense. Even these common senses we don't have. The point is not that. Main point is if the certainty is not there, then doubts are many. Truth is not recognized, the untruths are many. If you don't see rope as rope, then the snake, garland, chidra, hose, pipe, so many can be projected. Hanumanji was wondering all that. But then, again with faith he went, he found her. Asti, asti, asti. This is a very important thing in spirituality. Just because we are studying Shastra, not necessary that we have the full Astikya Buddhi. As we said yesterday, today also, if you have Astikya Buddhi of Paramatma, other than approaching him, you will not do anything. Like that was Nachiketa. He wants to know the truth. For that, he'll have to surrender and listen from the Guru. For that, he will not even eat the food or even sleep. बिना खाए, बिना सोए, बिना कोई खिलौनों से खेलते हुए, बिना वहां यमराज के कक्षा में बाकी लोगों से दोस्ती बनाते हुए, he just waited for the Guru. When the Guru came, he asked only this as the third and important boon. Do you understand that single pointedness? A seeker who wants to experience the truth. He also said, Astiya Nasti. ये यम प्रेते विचिकित्सा अस्थिति नायमस्त. अरे ऐसा कुछ है ही नहीं नचिकेत, तू गलत पूछ रहा है. अगर ऐसा क्या होता बेचा फिर ठीक है, सारे खिलौने लेकर he would have come back. Yamaraj did not deny the presence of Brahman. He said even devatas also are asking this question. They also are not deserving for this answer. Don't ask. Then Nachiket ulta marta hai. Even devatas are asking, that is very important. And you are not denying, therefore it must be there. And nobody can tell better than you because you are the only one who is there before and after the death. Therefore, these points are strengthening my faith in you and strengthening in wanting to know the knowledge. Therefore, varastume varaniyasa eva. See that relation of that text, this text, and here हमको पढ़ने से clarity आ जाता है. So what we are discussing here, कि even if tentatively we say the Brahman is asti, some of the dukkha etc. will remove that astikata and we become nastika regarding spirituality. Again become worldly with the illusion, add more worldliness to us. Other than Brahman alone is there, nothing other than is real. If that is there, only exclusive pursuit of that, then you will obtain it. श्रुति ने कह दिया फॉलो करोगे तो अस्ति ब्रह्मेति चेद वेद संतमेनम ततो विद्रुति, बस यू विल पहुंच ही जाएंगे वो. बट डू यू फॉलो और नॉट, फेथ है कि नहीं. लाइक मंदिर है अपने टाउन में, भगवान है बहुत शक्तिशाली है, हिज ब्लेसिंग्स वर्क ऑल इट सेड, बट आई डोंट बिलीव, यू नो. इफ दैट फेलो सेज लाइक यू विल नॉट गो. एंड देन ही न्यू गेस्ट केम एंड ही इज टोल्ड इन दिस गांव ना ये बड़ा टेंपल है, वहां पे कोई मन्नत मांगो, एनीथिंग यू आस्क विल बी गिवन. रियली, फर्स्ट लेट मी गो देयर. And he will go really and do prayer and he gets the blessing. This fellow staying in the same town from 30 years and never goes. Yeah. Like when I was in Amritsar, first visit only, or second, first, I could get that blessing, sir, to do that palki, सुबह सुबह 4 बजे. And the people who took me there, हम तो यहाँ 40-50 साल से, हमको कभी मौका नहीं मिला. You have not shown interest, what can the Guru do there, God? Even the Raat ki seva after 11 o'clock, special blessings to see how all that main place is cleaned with milk and all. We could see that. भगवान की कृपा है, अस्ति है तो होता है. So 3 questions. Asti nasti, gacchati na gacchati, samashtute na samashtute. Asti nasti is Brahma hai ya nahi. Gacchati na gacchati is for nasti, this is avidwan. Then samashtute or na samashtute is for vidwan. three sets of question or three questions. Now, first one, etesham prativachanartham uttara grantha arabhyate. The subsequent discussion here and the mantras are for answering these three prashna. Atatonu prashnaha. उता विद्वानमुं लोकं प्रेत्य कश्चन गच्छति आहो विद्वानमुं लोकं प्रेत्य कश्चित् समश्नुता उ सो अस्ति नास्ति ऊपर हो गया एंड नेक्स्ट वन कश्चन गच्छति अविद्वान और not then vidwan samashnuta oh will he enjoy or not. These are the two questions have come. Okay, now let us see the discussion. Tatra astitvam eva tavad uchyate. First let us discuss about Brahman astiya na asti. Good discussion all this. Very rarely these type of detailed discussions we do. But let us try. So tatra astitvam eva tavad uchyate. First let us discuss the topic of Brahma hai ki nahi, astiya na asti. Now starting. Yacha uktam. Let us take again further understanding the help of Shruti Mata only. Yacha uktam satyam jnanam anantam Brahma iti. We take from that standpoint because that's the Sutra Vakya. Sutra Vakya आधार पर ही सब डिस्कशन हो रहा है. So यच्च उक्तम सत्यम ज्ञानम अनंतम ब्रह्म इति तच्च कथम सत्यत्वम इति एतद् वक्तव्यम इति इदम उच्यते. So that सत्यत्व उस ब्रह्म का कैसा है उसको बोलने से सत्यम अस्ति that can be believed. Therefore we take up that and discuss. Asti is the question, asti or asti. And he has taken the reference of the first word of the Sutra Vakya, that is Satyam. Satyam and Asti, they go very closely together each other. So, iti idam uchyate. Now, yesterday we have talked on this for 7-8 minutes. Today I am repeating, and very, very important point it is. Dhyan se sunna. What is that? Satya uktya, sattva uktya eva satyatvam uchyate. Sattva uktya eva satyatvam uchyate. So, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Brahma is our whole topic of Upanishad. कभी भूलना मत. कुछ भी टॉपिक बात करें जिसमें ब्रह्म का शब्द आया भी नहीं हो, but परंपरा से that topic is only to reveal Brahman. In Upanishad, other than Brahma, nothing. Like in kitchen, other than nothing. Only food eating. Even the wife and husband fight in between. That is only fighting for the food only. And after eating the food, how to digest. Kitchen is only for food. So to Upanishad is only for Brahma Vidya. There should be no doubt at all. Okay. Now here in the Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma, in that Satyam word we'll talk. Jnanam Anantam Chodo. So why that is called as Satyam in that sentence? Sattva Uktya Eva Satyatvam. This is what. Sattva Uktya Eva Satyatvam Uchyate means what? Brahman is said to be having its nature called as existence. Brahman is said to be having the nature called existence. अब देखो अब नेचर एग्जिस्टेंस हो गया तो फिर एग्जिस्टेंस आ गया कि नहीं. सत्व उक्ति से सत्यत्व आ गया. सत्व इज एग्जिस्टेंस. अब एग्जिस्टेंस के कारण से अगेन आई एम रिपीटिंग बिकॉज ब्रह्मन्स नेचर इज सेड टू बी एग्जिस्टेंस. सो be careful in this. It is very little trickish. If you are attentive, you will catch it. No, the Upanishad Vakya is final for us. Shruti Vakya. तो वहां क्या कहा? सत्यम ब्रह्मा. So सत्यम ब्रह्म means what? ब्रह्म का लक्षण है ये. And what is satyam? Existence only. Satyam is existence. So sattva uktya eva satyatva means what? Because Brahman's nature is existence. So therefore, how can you deny that it is not there? उसका नेचर ही एग्जिस्टेंस है. श्रुति ने कहा therefore existence नाम यूज करने के कारण ब्रह्म अस्ति एवा, ही कैनॉट बी नास्ति. बिकॉज मंत्र में कहा, वह श्रुति माता ने कहा. सो श्रुति युक्ति उपमानम, दिस इज हाउ विल बी गाइडेड. फर्स्ट श्रुति बताते हैं सत्व उक्त्या एव सत्यत्वम. And this we elaborated yesterday exhaustively. If you remember, in this world, everything is experienced as existence or existing. Nothing is experienced as non-existing. It will be further discussed in next 2-3 paragraphs. You will get a more vivid idea. So the almirah, existing table, existing fan, existing tree, existing nadi, existing. अरे यार, सब existence के रूप में ही express हो रहे हैं. Therefore, existence is there or not, it is there. Now this existence is said to be the Lakshana of the Brahman. Therefore, Brahman is existing or not existing. See, everything is experienced there, existence, existing. Therefore, existence hai ki nahi? Hai. But this existence, another side is the Lakshana of the Brahman according to the Sutra Vakya. Satyam Jnanam Brahma. Therefore, जब ब्रह्म का लक्षण existence है, तो ब्रह्म existing है. How can you say it's नास्ति? Sattva uktya eva satyatvam. This is how it is understood. Okay. Uchyate. And then for that another reference to be given. अब तुम अपने ही उपनिषद का कोट कर रहे हो क्योंकि सत्यम ज्ञानम अनंतम ब्रह्म इज दिस उपनिषद कोटेशन. If you quote from the other Upanishad, then we'll be believing. So Chandogya ने कह दिया what is that कि उक्तम ही सदैव सत्यम. Sat means existence. Satya means reality. Therefore, Sadeva Satya means the existence alone is real substance. All other things are superimposed on that. Therefore, the Satya Vastu kya hai? Existence. So, the Satyam of the Chandogya quotation should be related with the Satyam of the Taittiriya. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. That Satyam in the Chandogya is a Sat. The Sat means existence. So, therefore, existence alone is reality. Satyam. The Satyam, the reality, is called as the Lakshana of the Para Brahma. Therefore, join these two. Brahman is to be understood as existence. So, therefore, he is existing. Therefore, Nasti is not there. Asti eva. First answer is given like this. Shruti quotations. It's not completed. Again, further it will be discussed. So, it is Shruti Pramana. See, Yukti, Upamana, Sadhana, Anubhuti. Anubhuti is final. Before that is Anubhuti. Sadhana. Before that is Upamana. Example. Before that is Yukti. But सबसे पहले श्रुति. श्रुति ने कहा उसका युक्ति ये है, फिर उसके लिए उपमान ये है. तो श्रुति युक्ति उपमान से कन्विक्शन आएगा. बट एक्सपीरियंस नहीं. एक्सपीरियंस के लिए साधना. देन साधना के द्वारा एक्सपीरियंस. So your first thing is Shruti quoted. Okay, it's not a twisting or any difficult thing, very simple. Satyam Jnanam Anantam is Brahma Lakshana. Okay, now Satyam is Sadalonu according to Chandogya. Sat is pure existence. So the pure existence is Satyam, Satyam is Brahma. Therefore Satyam Satyam Kraman. Therefore pure existence is Brahma. Therefore Brahman is existing. Therefore Asti or Nasti is Asti. And one more thought here, what? Astitva Rupena eva asti. He is in the form of pure existence. Existence is not a word. We are using it. Pure existence without being called as existence of something. Like consciousness, but not conscious of something. That offness is offed, then the pure existence is Brahman. So Brahman asti. So, uktam hi sadeva satyam iti. Tasmat, therefore, sattva uktya eva satyatvam uchyate. Therefore, because of the Brahman's Lakshana is said to be existence, therefore, Brahman is existing, satyatvam uchyate. Sattva uktya eva Brahmanaha satyatvam uchyate. The conclusion is this one. Therefore, so when the existence of Brahman is spoken as its Lakshana, Brahman is said to be existing. Asti. ये बात पहला हो गया. नाउ प्रश्न कथम एवं अर्थता अवगम्यते अस्य ग्रंथस्य. ऑफ दीज टू कोट्स सत्यम ज्ञानवंतम का भी एंड देन सदैव सत्यम का भी इस तरह से आप डिराइव कैसे करते हो दैट ब्रह्मन इज एक्जिस्टिंग. उत्तरम व्हाट इज सेस कि शब्दानुगमातु. व्हाट इज शब्दानुगमातु? वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग इट इज कि अनेन एव हि अर्थेन अन्वितानि उत्तराणि वाक्यानि. आगे आने वाले टेक्स्ट में लॉट ऑफ मंत्रास आर देयर. ऑल दोज मंत्रास डिपेंड ऑन basically this particular conclusion only, that the Brahman is existing. Therefore, obviously we derive with the help of Chandogya mantra, with the mantra sutra vakya here, Brahman's Lakshana is Satyam. Sadeva Satyam. Sat means existence. So, therefore existence must be belonging to Brahman. Thus, Brahman is existing. How do you derive it? कि उत्तराणि वाक्यानि अनेन एव अर्थेन अन्वितानि. आगे वाले सेंटेंसेस इस बेसिस को लेकर ही डेवलप हो रहे. फ्यू आर कोटेड हियर. वन वर्ड तत् सत्यमिति आचक्षते. अभी बताएंगे कुछ ही समय में. इट इज सीन एंड एक्सपीरियंस बाय सेंट्स एज द सत्यम existence. The Brahman is visualized and experienced by the great saints as Satyam or pure existence only. One quotation. Second is what? कि यदेश आकाशः आनन्दः न स्यात्. So if this Ananda Swarupa Brahma, if it is not there in the heart, then how can anybody pursue for Ananda? This is another quotation. Like that, there are Tat Sruštva Tatevanu Pravishato. है ना? He has created the world, then he entered. So to so कामयता Bhashyam प्रजा येति. अरे इतने सेंटेंसेस बोल रहे हैं, वो ब्रह्म है इसको बेस करके ही बोल रहे हैं ना. So Uttara Vakya are Anvitani with this conclusion that Brahman is a. If he is not there, then how do you say Brahman is not there, but he created the world and he entered into it? Brahman is not there, therefore he desired that he wanted to become many. अरे ब्रह्मन है तभी जाकर ये बातें होंगे ना. About anybody like my grandfather. नो ग्रैंडफादर के साथ मैं शाम को पार्क में जाऊंगा, वो बैठेंगे, फिर मैं घूम के आता हूँ. ग्रैंडफादर, तो हाउ डू यू टॉक इट? All these things of evening or tomorrow I am talking, because grandfather is alive. अगर चले जाते तो बात होता ही नहीं, ओनली इमेजिनरी होता है. अगर जिंदा होते तो कितना बढ़िया होता. या बचपन में गए थे साथ में, या बचपन में जाना था यार, हमको क्या पता वो चले जाएंगे करके हमने तो पोस्टपोन किया, सब मिस हो गए. डू यू सी? काश अगर ब्रह्म नहीं होता तो वही सृष्टि करके उसमें प्रवेश किया और उसने बहुत बनने का कामना किया, और ये ब्रह्म नहीं होता तो हृदय में आनंद कहाँ से आता. अरे ये वाले आगे वाले सेंटेंसेस आर प्रूफ दैट ब्रह्मन इज एग्जिस्टिंग. उत्तर ग्रंथ अन्वितानि. ओके. अनेन एव हि अर्थेन अन्वितानि उत्तराणि वाक्यानि. तत्सत्यमित्याचक्ष्यते देश आकाशानंद न स्यात्. These are quoted by our भाष्यकार. We have quoted the other things. So उत्तर वाक्यों को दृष्टि में लेकर भी हम कंक्लूड कर सकते हैं it is existing. Okay. Now he says तत्र असत एव ब्रह्म इति आशंक्यते. But still we have our own doubt of Brahma being asat only. कस्मात्? This is what is now question. कि यद अस्ति तद विशेषता गृह्यते. अरे कोई है चीज, वो कोई ना कोई विशेषों के साथ उसको हम पकड़ लेते. With some specifications of that, we catch it. Though it was discussed earlier, the disciple was sleeping in the class. Therefore, now he is asking. Or to strengthen the logical explanation so that the knowledge is also stronger. तो नाउ ही रीस्टार्टिंग द डिस्कशन कि लेट अस से ऐसा करते हैं. चलो, तो आपने कहा कि देयर इज अ फ्यूचर वाक्यास इन विच यू हैव टू एक्सेप्ट द प्रेजेंस ऑफ ब्रह्मन. देन ओनली द फ्यूचर वाक्यास आर मीनिंगफुल, वेयर इट इज सेड तत् सृष्ट्वा तदेवानुप्राविशतु और सो कामयता और येष आनंदो न स्यात् तत् सत्यमित्याचक्षते. ठीक है, आपने श्रुति से कोट की, बट आई विल कम बैक टू माय पॉइंट. व्हाट इज दैट? Anything which is vyavaharika, then only thing exists. So, and also anything which has got vyavahara, then sorry, visheshanas, that only exists according to me. तो ब्रह्म का तो विशेषण नहीं है. तो if I say that he doesn't exist, now keep the shastra away. What is your explanation? So tatra purva pakshi is asking question, asat eva brahma iti ashankyate. I thought will definitely strongly feel the Brahman is non-existing only. Kasmat, why are you saying so? Because यदि अस्ति, अगर it is there, then तद विशेषतः गृह्यते. It will be understood with some specifications. Example दे दो कि यथा घटादि है कि नहीं, घट है वहां. So many visheshas are there in the ghata. Its rupa is there and its utility is there, its placement is there. It can be touched, it can be lifted, it can be used. Hare, how many visheshas are there in the ghata? They were undoubtedly ghata asti iti jnanam. Gryhyate visheshena gryhyate. And again the habit of the disciple, that कोई विशेषणों से, कोई उपाधियों से अनुभव किया जाए, देखा जाए, तभी जाकर we accept its existence. That is the limitation he is showing here. Now another one goes yat nasti tat na upalabhyate. If something is not there because there are no visheshanas to it, na upalabhyate, it cannot be obtained. For example, what? Shashavishana adi. So the Shashavishana is a word, but that Shashavishana object is nasti. Therefore you can never obtain it, no? The hair of horn of the hairs. HEIR or HAIR. HAIR तो बाल हो गए. HEIR तो hair. Then what is the spelling of this hair? I don't know. There is a hair washing machine also. There is a hair बाल भी सर पे होते हैं. Then the hair, this rabbit को भी कहते हैं. Then the legal hairs भी बोलते हैं कि they are the one belonging to that person. कौन सा क्या? I don't know. So that rabbit, it is so simple. The habit of rabbit. नास्ति. You will talk about तीनों दुनिया में कहीं भी जाओ. The horns on a man and the horns on a hair or rabbit, you can't find them. And man can have horns in the concepts. Neighbor's envy, owner's pride, the onida, the horns are shown. विशेषणों के साथ देखा जाए तो है, नहीं है तो नहीं है. शशविषाण नामक चीज है ही नहीं है. It's only word, it is no corresponding object. So you are talking a word Brahman, but correspondingly the Brahma Tattva is not existing. If it exists, it should have a Visheshana and we should perceive it like the Patu. Patu and Sheshavishana are different. Both are words, but Pat is tangible with all its lakshanas, we can accept it. But the Sheshavishana, though it is a word, there is no such substantial object, therefore we can't accept its existence. So too, Brahman is a word, but it has no Visheshanas to be perceived by us, therefore such Brahman is non-existing. Then no need to do any sadhana, become Nastik, bhatakte raho duniya mein. So this is what is his point. Tatha न उपलभ्यते शशविषाण तथा न उपलभ्यते ब्रह्म. Just like the horns of the rabbit are not found, so too Brahma also is not found. Because कोई विशेषण है तो भी हम बता सकते हैं, आप मेरे को, मैं आपको, फिर ध्यान सकते हैं उसको. Then तस्माद् विशेषतः अग्रहणात् न अस्ति इति तत् न. ओके, तो विशेषण कोई है ही नहीं है, इसलिए उसको ग्रहण नहीं कर सकते हैं, इसलिए हम कंक्लूड करते हैं कि इट इज नॉट देयर. नो सिद्धांत दिस इज तत् न. Not that way, my dear friend. It is there is another logics for you. No, the next para is very mind blowing. Not mind blogging and all, mind blowing. Very interesting discussion. मजा आता है आपको सुनकर. सुन भी लेना उसको. So what he says, Visheshanas are not there, like Shesha Vishana. Therefore, it cannot be obtained. Therefore, it is not there. He is a one line of thinking, and from that line of thinking, that arrival of conclusion is correct. But there is only not that one way, there is another way also. एक जगह पे इस रास्ते से नहीं पहुंचोगे तो not that place is not at all there. मैं इस तरह से गया वो दिखा ही नहीं. अरे तू इस तरह से गया नहीं दिखा, इसका मतलब नहीं कि वो है ही नहीं. There is other way to reach it. Is it not? Like in ऑफिस में कोई काम नहीं होता इस बंदे से और कुछ दूसरे से करा दो. There are other techniques. है ना? Like in the government offices, सीधा जाके काम करो तो होता ही नहीं वो आजकल. Because of their laziness, their moods, and they're all very 1-2% will be sincere. Then what to do? You approach a mediator, पैसे दे दो वो कराएगा, वो भीख मांग के कुछ करके या कमीशन दे के. वो ट्रेंड है, मैं थोड़ी बोल रहा हूँ. People tell me, I never go. Point is what? If just because Visheshanas are there, not there, therefore you can't perceive it through any faculty, how can you conclude it is not there, my dear friend? There is another discussion with which the Astitva can be proved. How it starts? It starts like this. Only 2 minutes we do, further tomorrow. Ki Akashadi Karanatvad Brahmanaha na Nasti Brahma, therefore Asti Eva. Brahma is the Karana of the Akasha Adi. अरे यू हैव स्टडीड उपनिषद. उपनिषद श्रुति माता झूठ बोलती है क्या? तो शी ऑलरेडी सेड इन द फर्स्ट वन, तस्माद्वा एतस्माद् आत्मनः आकाशः संभूतः. सो आकाशादियों के कारण वाला ब्रह्म है. Therefore न नास्ति ब्रह्म is equal to अस्ति एव. Now this is only a statement said by the Siddhanti, the Guru. Now he is explaining. Kasmat. The sentence of the Upanishad is Tasmadva etasmad atmana akasha sambhuta. Therefore, akasha adi are the karya or the effects. So, then the karana of that is Brahma. So, Shruti Mata ने कहा कि ये आकाश आदि जो है वो ब्रह्म नामक कारण से उत्पन्न हुए. So, wherever there is a problem with the Purvapakshi, Bhagavan Shankara brings any of the Shruti Mata. The Purvapakshi will have to accept the Shruti. He will not fight finally. He will not be there to deny the Shruti. He is only to clarify his own understanding. He discusses. He is not the Purvapakshi is not Advaita Vedanti. Purvapakshi is not the other fellows. Sometime he may be, but most of the time he is the one who trying to understand and get convinced, but not. He has got some other experience, some other misguidance. Like you all are good people, you want to come to class. But someday somebody calls you, pulls you, therefore you just tell me, Swami, मैं जा रहा आपको छोड़ के, and then जाते हो. It's not intentional, but there is a possibility. In the same way. So here, beautiful discussion here. कि आकाशादि कारणत्वात् ब्रह्मणः न नास्ति ब्रह्म, that means अस्ति एव. And what is akashadi karanatva? Upanishadic quotation. Tasmadva etasmad atmana akasha sambhuta. Now explain it. Hey Guru, please बताइए आप. Kasmat, the answer is this. कि akashadi hi sarvam karyam. All the karya starting from akasha ityadi, all of them, brahmana jatam iti grukhyate. Every one of us accept because Shruti Mata said that all of that is born from Brahman. Be careful. Now the discussion is what? Yasmacha jayate kinchito tat asti iti dushtam loke. Is it not, Baba? कि जिस चीज से जो चीज उत्पन्न होने के बाद दिख रहा है हमको, यस्मात च जायते किंचित. किंचित जायते इज मेन सेंटेंस. कुछ चीज जन्म लिया, और जिस चीज से वो जन्म लिया, यस्मात, ओके, कुछ चीज ने जन्म लिया, और जिस चीज से वो जन्म लिया, और जो चीज जिससे जन्म लिया, ये वाला वो नहीं है करके कोई कहते हैं क्या? यस्मात् जायते किंचित तद अस्ति इति दृष्टम लोके. It is a common sense thought for everyone. If something has come out of something, and the thing which came out, if it is there, how can that from where it came, it is not there? It has to be there only. Is it not? If the calf is born from whom? Cow. So the calf is born from the cow, but cow is not existing. Hey? Is it not? Wonderful coffee is made from the sugar and the coffee powder, but they don't exist. Wonderful mango fruit came from mango tree, but mango tree doesn't exist. How absurd it is. If the mango fruit has come from mango tree, does the mango tree exist or not? Yasmacha jayate kinchita tad asti eva iti loke drushtam. So apply this here. When the Akasha have all come from Brahman, and you see the Akasha, Vayu, Prithvi, Jala, so substantial, and these things which came from Brahman, you say it is not existing. नास्ति से अस्ति तो नहीं आएगा ना. Therefore, आपको नहीं दिख रहा है, उसका कोई विशेषण नहीं है, ओके, बट यू कांट डिनाई दैट इट इज नॉट एट ऑल देयर. क्योंकि कुछ भी चीज कहीं से आता है तो उसका जो जिस जहां से आया, उसको मानना पड़ता है कि है. This is loke drushtam. That's a beautiful, see this, there are none. When it is a doubt, it is there or not, then we conclude it is not there and we become nastika and we become asattu, destroy ourselves. Both Paramatma also we don't obtain, but we also believe, live life such a bad wretched manner that we will invoke only Narakati. So to avoid Narakati Dukkha also and to obtain Parabrahma and Sukha also, sorry, Shanti, Sukha, Moksha, you have to pursue spiritual path. अरे पहले क्वेश्चन है कि है कि नहीं, you know, that is being answered. So it's all discussion for नास्ति को हटाकर अस्ति साबित करने के. आकाश आदि आपको दिख रहे हैं ना, अरे खुलेआम दिख रहे हैं, कोई कहां से आए? ब्रह्म से. अब जिस ब्रह्म से आए जो दिख रहे हैं वो नहीं है, कैसे बोलोगे? So it rained from the clouds, but clouds are not there. अरे good, no? Do you think this? Akash Adi came from Brahma, but Brahman is not there. How do you say that? You have to have little sense and common sense. Therefore, what is said here, ki, yasmat jayate kinchit tad asti iti drushtam loke. So anything born from anything, and that born thing, if it is existing, then the thing from which it is born also must exist too. Yatha ghatankuradi karanam mrut bijadi. Example is given by our Siddhanti. Ki, do you see the ghata? Yeah, is what is ghata? It is a karyam. From what karanam the ghata came? From the mud. Can you ever say the mud is not there? Unless if that mud is entered your head. Muddy headed fellow. I know. Whenever Lord Krishna calls Arjuna as Partha Partha, Gurudev used to sometimes humorously say in Gita, Partha means what? Made of the Pruthu. Pruthu means Prithvi. Prithvi means mud. They were a muddy headed fellow. Another meaning is Partha is Prutha Putra. Prutha is Kunti Mata. So, mere bua ke beta, I love you, therefore I am giving you knowledge. Gurudev gives both meanings. Partha is Prutha Putra. Prutha is Kunti. Her name, original name is Prutha, but Kunti Bose adopted her. Therefore, he gave her the Kunti name. Kunti is not original name of Kunti. It's a Prutha Putra. She's Prutha. So Pruthu means mud also. Say Partha means Pruthu means mud fellow. So unless the head mein mud enter karta hai, somebody cannot say, I am seeing a pot, using a pot, and it is an effect and it came from the mud, but mud is not existing. So too, an Ankura. I have seen an Ankura. Ankura came from the Bija, but I don't believe in the existence of Bija. The moment you see the sprout, it has come from seed. How can you say seed is not existing? Therefore, tasmat akashadi karanat asti brahma. Therefore, in this analysis, because the akashadi are effects or karya of Brahma, therefore the karana of the akashadi called Brahma asti. It is there. But not perceivable, not a part object of a vyavahara, no visheshnas in that. See that? How beautifully these Upanishads, Bhashyas make our intellect sharpen and make us little lift higher our understanding levels. देखो प्रॉब्लम है, दिखता नहीं, सुनाई नहीं देता, ब्रह्मा पकड़ नहीं सकते, सूंघ नहीं सकते, तो है कि नहीं वो? This is not end, starting only. Nacha asatha jatam kinchit gruhyate loke karyam. The other way around is taking up now discussion. In this world, no effect is seen existing if its cause is non-existent. Earlier one was already existing things are seen, called Akashadi. And according to Shastra, they all have come from the Brahman, that is accepted. Therefore, when the effect has come from Brahman and it is existing, how can you say the cause cannot exist? So therefore, the presence of Akashadi obviously proves the existence of Brahman. हमको ब्रह्म अस्ति है, इसको पकड़ना. Second point is what? In other example, from the Nasti, something Asti is never seen in the world happening. Therefore, the reverse is what? If at all Brahman were not to be there, from him Akashadi would have not come. Therefore, they should have not been experienced or seen by us. But we are seeing it. Akasha, Agni, Vayu, Jala, Prithvi. We all are so clearly experiencing it. If the Brahman were not existing, then from him whichever comes, that also should be non-existence. But we don't experience these things are non-existing. We are walking, talking, eating, using them. All that are possible because Asti only. सो कार्य को देखकर कारण का अनुमान की होना चाहिए. सो टू कारण नहीं है तो कार्य नहीं होता है. देयरफॉर कार्य नहीं होना चाहिए, बट है. देयरफॉर बैक टू द फर्स्ट पॉइंट कि बिकॉज यू आर एक्सपीरियंसिंग ऑल दिस थिंग्स सो टेंजिबली, इट्स कॉज ब्रह्मन आल्सो मस्ट एग्जिस्ट. Yeah, in this way some more discussions are done. Then he accepts है, लेकिन comes to another problem कि लेकिन वो फिर मड का आपने एग्जांपल लिया, so it may be जड़. Then the guru will have to answer, it cannot be जड़ because he had desired. If somebody desiring something, a dead fellow cannot desire. जिंदा होना चाहिए, therefore it is not inert. Then immediately another question asks, if he is alive and having desire, then he is like us only jiva. Like Parvati ji asked Shivaji, if Rama is Bhagavan, why is he crying? If he is crying, then he lost his knowledge. If he has not lost knowledge, he is like a jiva, like us. If that is so, why should I worship him? Adhyatma Ramayana. Here also, एक एक टांग खींचने की कोशिश करेगा ये डिसाइपल. भगवान हैज ब्यूटीफुल आंसर्स. विथ ऑल दीज आंसर्स अस्ति भी हो जाएगा, देन गच्छति भी हो जाएगा, समश्नुते भी हो जाएगा. अब शुरू कर अपना जर्नी जैसा बताया गया. Since they're all very intelligent. Which are the religions this way discussed exhaustively? Unfortunately, we don't know Sanskrit. We don't go to our Gurukula and spend some 10 years to study. And some philosopher here and there, they say two or three sentences, oh, Western philosophy. बच्चे लोग हैं वो लोग. What is not there in our Hinduism, Sanatana Dharma, daso? सब है इधर बस. You need not go anywhere to listen or study anyone. Only lack of our Sanskrit Bhasha, lack of our faith in our own gurus, that we go to study those books or listen to them. कोई जरूरत नहीं. They may be reached, there's no doubt about it. But all the philosophy literature, we need not copy from them. They're already there in us, given to us by the millions of rishis we have reached. Point is what? The pant, suit, coat, boot, and tie is for those Westerners who are suffering with so coldness. Comparing with them, you Garmi wala, most Garmi wala, don't give up your lungi and get suffocated in them. It is not suitable to you. You already are given the lungi and all dhoti in which you are so free and comfortable. In the same way, just it comes from the West, it is in English, therefore theirs is better and greater, not ours. ऐसे मूर्खता में मत आना, especially with regard to spirituality. Any Westerner is absurd and wrong if he says we have originally discovered our philosophy without the help of East. Any genuine East Westerner definitely accepts that it is given to us and received by the East only. Therefore, don't go here and there. Study our own Shastra deeply with Shraddha. See the discussion, how beautiful. Brahma Astitva. Then Gantavyatva. And also, it can be Samashruti, you can experience. Fully convinced? Now, how to do that? Now the sadhana starts. I will start Naiva slowly after some more Anuvakas. We will see that. Tomorrow continue. Sarvam Gurudeva Arpanam, Shastra Arpanam Om. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachi Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Om. Shanti Shanti Shantari Om Sri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Om 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 Om